All right, everybody, it's Wednesday night and we have a couple of things to cover, and we're going to take a look comparing the models, and I'll offer you some behind the scenes meteorology as we try to interpret which one of the models might pan out for your deer gun opener. Yeah, snow's on the way, 2 clippers, and details are coming up right now. But first, my friends at Robert Gibbons Sons want to remind you, you should have that furnace cleaned and checked, and they can get the job done. $129 is the special offer for that 25-point inspection along with the cleaning from a certified HVAC technician. Give them a call today. Please let them know Hutch sent you. Now let's take a look at the model runs. We're going to have a system working its way through as we go into Thursday. Watch as this resets. That system will spread across parts of Manitoba into northern Minnesota. Here we go. Increasing clouds there and wrap around precipitation into Friday morning. Then there's the Friday morning system that starts out in Montana and by Friday night is working its way into South Dakota. And that could bring significant snowfall to our neighbors in parts of Iowa and southern Minnesota and central North Dakota, not out of the mix. Now, each model run changes a little bit, but we're starting to dial in. Let's look a little more closely at the European model, shall we? Here's what we need to know about this system as it works its way through. The Thursday night, Friday system does look to bring a chance for some snow, so let's set this into motion here. Again, the best chance for any precipitation, mix in pink, blue is snow, green is rain, will happen as we go through the overnight hours into Friday morning. So some Friday morning spits of mixed precipitation of who knows, but it does come with a northeast wind that's going to be ripping and turning much colder throughout Friday for the whole region. So I don't think much in the way of accumulation with the exception of the Arrowhead of Minnesota could see some, maybe an inch. I'll keep you posted. Then we get a break as we go through much of Friday. Here's Friday evening. So for those of you in North Dakota, you get through the hunting opener without too much other than the cold air and wind. Then by the nighttime hours, boom, shazam, another round with some snow. Now the European model has the low pressure system moving through Williston, and that means the best chance for snow and appreciable snow will be north of Williston in towards Minot and then down to the south and east as this continues in motion. Notice this low moving from Williston straight into the areas south of Bismarck. That means Bismarck and Dickinson could see a shot of snow into Saturday morning, and wind also could make things a little tricky to see out there as we're kind of reteaching ourselves how to drive on snow. Look what's going on down in southern Minnesota and Iowa. This low pressure system will congeal, work its way down here, and turn some of this precipitation into mix and snow as we go into the regional's Sunday forecast. Wrap around flurries of snow across Minnesota with little in the way of accumulation, but the wind and cold looks to be a sure bet. That is the European forecast model. Now, a closer look at what's going on with the American forecast model. I'm going to dial this back to the model run that I think has a similar handle on this. So let me go ahead and go back, and just so you can learn what Hutch is doing here and why I'm picking different model runs. I don't typically trust the model runs that don't initiate with real weather balloon sounding data. That's hugely important because if you start a model out with errors, it's going to end with errors. So here we go to the last run with any appreciable look at the atmosphere through the depth with rain, moisture, clouds, temperature. And here we got the Clipper system on Thursday and into Friday morning, mainly up to the north, the Arrowhead of Minnesota, and wrap around precipitation into Friday morning. Both models agree on this. Now let's Shazam Friday afternoon as you hunters are getting started in North Dakota. High and dry, sunshine, light winds, but building clouds to the west. In eastern Montana, we'll have snow showers developing. Here's your low pressure system moving straight out of Calgary. Ought to be a movie about that. Bands of moderate snow working its way through parts of Williston and Minot. So it's very close to the same. Then this does dive to the south as we go into Saturday morning. Notice this, a pretty big difference. Heavy snow on the I-29 corridor in the eastern third of South Dakota. That will trail into parts of southern Minnesota and Iowa on this model. And this one says a robust chance of snow throughout that entire area. So there are some differences between these two models. Do we want to take a look at a third one? Well, why the heck would we not want to look at a third one? For that, let's take a look at a more national view on this, and we'll take a look at that old model that comes from our friends in Germany called well, oddly enough, the German model. Let me get to the right page here and we'll go ahead and take a look. So for this particular model, again, I'm going to take it to the most recent run that will allow us to look at it. We're going to get through the Thursday weather wiggle. Again, it's pretty confident that we'll see mixed precipitation along the northern tier as we go from Well, Thursday night at midnight into Friday morning, gusty winds and morning showers making their way through of light mixed variety. Now, a break for hunters beginning on Friday at noon. Here comes your Alberta Clipper straight out of Calgary, working its way through. And this is this looked very familiar. So now let me switch this over to the model here from Germany. And there's your Thursday system coming through with a shot of mixed precipitation. Here comes the Friday system. So now we're looking at Friday night, midnight. We're all going to get some snow. No, just a few of us. And that system works its way through. Notice we have a low down here and another one up here, kind of splitting the energy. And this icon model is what it's called, is showing that we could get heavier precipitation, Iowa and southern Minnesota. That's two models, the European and the icon model from Germany, showing a heavier band of precipitation there working its way in through the central plains. Still some appreciable accumulation in our neck of the woods. So 2 out of 3 models concur. Snow in our region. South of Fargo, there's a chance of snow, a better chance we could see flurries in our area. The Thursday system, all models concur that the Arrowhead of Minnesota has the best chance. And let's look at one more model while we're at it, because we got our friends from Canada. This is 4 models. Count them. 1, 2, C, D. 4 models. Now, as we go through, you're going to see the Thursday system on this Canadian model, bringing flurries into the area into Friday morning. Then a break Friday for the big deer gun opener in North Dakota. After that, Minnesota, you get started with quieter conditions on Saturday. Trailing snow from northwest parts of North Dakota on this Canadian model in towards the Sisseton Hills, with the main low pressure system being down here even farther south than the other 2 models showed it, and not really bringing much in the way of snow to Iowa or Minnesota. So what does it mean? How do we balance all of this? What we do know is there seems to be a high agreement and consistency with regards to the snow potential as we go through our Friday night, Saturday morning time frame. And this is the European model's forecast, which meshed very nicely with the icon model from Germany, showing a heavier band of snow somewhere in northwest parts of North Dakota, trailing down into the James River Valley and down into South Dakota. Now, south of here into Iowa and southern Minnesota, there are some appreciable snowfall potential concerns there. On this model, for Fargo, for Grand Forks, and much of northern Minnesota, not much until we look into the Arrowhead here with that Thursday chance of some snow showers as we go into Friday morning. So that's a look at how things are shaping up. I've got this at 1 to 3 inches, even though you're seeing different numbers pop up here and there. The bet here is that most areas in the blue here will have a good shot at around 1 inch of snow. Some isolated places, could see up to 3, not everybody. So isolated areas of slushy travel. This isn't a walloper of a blizzard type of a storm system. It probably won't allow you to get the snow machines out, but the shovels will need to get out and the snow brushes as well. So that's a look at the long-term forecast. Here's what you need to know as we head into your Thursday morning. Things are looking spicy with temperatures and a southeast wind keeping us mild. Clouds building along the northern tier. That's where we'll have a chance for some showers as we go into your afternoon hours. They will move off to the east into the Arrowhead of Minnesota, where we could see a flake mixing in. Winds will be gusty from the south, driving temperatures in Fargo and Grand Forks into the low 50s to mid 50s. And that's the same thing until we get into South Dakota with 60s there. Are you believing this now? 60s on Thursday afternoon to snow potential by the time we get into Saturday across portions of South Dakota is a huge snap of the neck called whiplash weather. Now, I do want to point this out, that if you're joining me on Thursday, I do want you to check out this week's Weather Kid. It's Duke Lewis from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, and I cannot wait to introduce you to Duke from the showroom floor at Luther Family Ford. Would you like to sign up? Head over to hutchesweather.com or walk into the Luther Family Ford showroom. They'll get you signed up there. 7-day planner looks like this. Temperatures cooler on Friday for all of us after that morning clipper works through the northern tier of counties that we showed you. Then after that, it does look like Saturday, Friday night and into Saturday will be the return of unsettled weather through western and central North Dakota, parts of southeast North Dakota, much of South Dakota, southern Minnesota, and Iowa, all with a chance of snow by the time we get to Sunday, the 9th of November, with temperatures that will drop to the coolest readings yet as we begin the work week. Some single digits, I dare say. That's a look at your weather, and I thank you very much for tuning in.
This has been a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Hutch's Weather.